Hello and welcome to Daily Dose Radio, a 5-minute-a-day podcast studying the Psalms verse by verse, recorded here in the dining room of the Bible Bistro, located in Sharonville, Ohio. Hey there, friend. Welcome back to Daily Dose Radio here in the Bible Bistro. So glad that you've joined me today. Let's open our Bibles up, and we're studying this week and next Psalm 107. Yesterday we looked at the little introduction there, 1, 2, and 3. Those 3 verses give us the introduction, and these are words of command. Give thanks to the Lord. The reason, His mercy endures forever, and He's good, and He gathered us, and He's redeemed us from the hand of the enemy. So here's why we give thanks to the Lord. Only the believer can give thanks to the Lord, because only the believer knows His redemptive work. Verse 4 begins what we're going to read today, and it's going to take us down through verse 8. And this is when they wandered. They wandered in the wilderness. So we're going to see what happens to this group. Now, there are some things here that we'll see that are similar in all the other sections, except for the little interlude and the conclusion. But, when he talks about those who wander, those who sit in darkness, fools because of their transgressions, and those who go down to the sea in ships. We're going to see some elements that are the same in each one. So let me read verses 4 through 8. They wandered in the wilderness in a solitary way. They found no city to dwell in. Hungry and thirsty, their soul fainted in them. Then they cried unto the Lord in their trouble, and He delivered them out of their distresses. He led them forth by the right way, that they might go to a city of habitation. Oh, that men would praise the Lord for His goodness and for His wonderful works to the children of men. That's verses 4 through 8. Now, the elements that are similar or that repeat in the psalm is what we have in verse 6 and in verse 8. Then they cried unto the Lord. And then in verse 8, oh, that men would praise the Lord for His goodness. So we're going to see those elements repeated in each one of these little stories. So here in 4 through 8, they wandered in the wilderness. Who are the they? Well, those that He's gathered out of the lands, those that He's redeemed. Those people that He's redeemed, they wandered. Well, that reminds us of Hebrews chapter 11, doesn't it? Verse 10 and verse 38. It talks about they're looking for a city that has a foundation whose builder and maker is God. So I think maybe the Hebrew evangelists looked back here to Psalm 107 and said, aha, here's a perfect little example of the walk of faith. They're looking for a place to dwell, have no place to dwell in this life. In this world, there is no place for the redeemed. But the Lord has made a place for us. He said that they're going to go to a city of habitation. What did Jesus tell the disciples? He said, I'm going away, and if I go, I'll come again and receive you unto myself, that there you may be also. Because He said, in my Father's house there are many mansions. I go there to prepare a place for you. So that place of preparation is this city of habitation. It's been prepared for the redeemed. So they're wandering. They've no city. They're hungry. They're thirsty. Their soul faints, and that is because of their hunger and thirst. And when that happened, they cried out to the Lord. And the Lord, in their trouble, He heard them, and He delivered them out of their distress. He led them forth by the right way, that they might go to a city of habitation. So the prayer, because they're wandering, they're hungry and thirsty, the prayer comes and they're satisfied. They're satisfied, and the Lord does all that they need. He delivers them from their distress. He leads them to a place of habitation. And then we have that concluding statement in 8, oh, that men would praise the Lord for His goodness. How did the psalmist begin the psalm? He said, give thanks to the Lord, He is good. Now we have, oh, that men would praise the Lord for His goodness. Here's how His goodness is seen. It's seen in the fact that He delivers His own from distress when they call to Him. Join me tomorrow. We're going to look at those that sit in darkness. That's our next group here on Daily Dose Radio. Thanks for listening to Daily Dose Radio. For more fresh and delicious Bible studies, podcasts, books, and more, Check out the Bible Bistro online and on YouTube. Join me again next time for Daily Dose Radio.